Amneris sat before her mirror, surrounded by slaves and adorned in her most beautiful gown and jewels. She was pleased with her reflection. Surely today, when Radameus returned, he would be struck by her radiance. Yet, despite her vanity, she secretly burned with jealousy to think that Aida, a mere handmaiden, might truly be loved by Radameus. So Amneris decided to test her privileged slave. And when gentle Aida entered the royal chambers, Amneris sobbed, pretending great grief. "Oh, Aida, Aida," she cried in a shaking voice. "Egypt has lost its finest warrior. Radameus has been killed in battle." Immediately, Aida wept with the pain of one whose heart has been broken forever. There was no longer any doubt in Amneris' mind. "It's all a lie," she shouted. "Radameus was not killed. He lives." Aida's tears of sorrow turned to tears of joy. Overcome with fury, Amneris hurled Aida to the floor. "How dare you, a lowly slave, love the same man loved by the princes of Egypt?" But Aida, too, was a princess. She rose proudly. She was about to tell Amneris the truth, but she stopped herself. Instead, with great difficulty, she asked to be forgiven. "Have mercy on me," she begged. "Your power is unquestioned. You have all that a person could want. But what do I have to live for? My love for Radameus, and that alone." Aida's pleas only fueled Amneris' rage. She stormed out of the chamber, leaving Aida to fear the worst. Flags flew, and the entire city gathered to see the grand spectacle of the victory parade led by the pharaoh, the princess, and the high priest. Trumpets blared and dancing girls threw rose petals to form a welcoming carpet before the magnificent chariot of Radameus. The handsome warrior dismounted and knelt before the royal throne. When Amneris placed a laurel wreath on his head, the crowd was wild with joy. "Hail to the conqueror," they roared. "Hail to Radameus!" The pharaoh proclaimed, "Radameus, you are my greatest soldier. As a reward, whatever you wish shall be yours." When Radameus rose, he saw Aida. Amneris saw the look of love on his face, and she was consumed with jealousy. Yet, he dared not ask for Aida's hand at that moment in public court. "Mighty Pharaoh," he said instead, "I ask that you allow me to call forth our prisoners of war." The pharaoh granted Radameus' request, and the Ethiopians were led into the square in chains. One tall, proud man stood out above the rest. Aida gasped. It was her father. The crowd was shocked to see her run and embrace him, but he whispered to her, "Do not betray that I am king." Amenazro addressed the pharaoh. "I am Aida's father, and I have faithfully fought for my sovereign, who died in battle. I am prepared to die for him and my country, but I beseech you to have mercy on those who have been defeated." With outstretched arms, Aida joined the Ethiopians. "Let the prisoners go free," she begged Radameus and the pharaoh. So moved by her appeal, the Egyptian people joined in, and their cries urged the pharaoh to allow the captured soldiers to be released. "No!" the high priest Ramphis cried. "The Ethiopians are still a threat and should be put to death." "Their freedom is my wish," Radameus told the pharaoh. "Unchain the Ethiopians," the pharaoh ordered. "But you, Aida's father, must remain my prisoner as a pledge of your people's good faith." An even greater reward was now to be bestowed on Egypt's greatest warrior. The pharaoh led Amneris to Radameus. "My daughter will be your bride," he proclaimed, joining their hands. "One day you shall be pharaoh, and together you will rule." Radameus was horrified. He dared not refuse the pharaoh. He bowed and pretended gratitude, but his heart was filled with sorrow. Amneris looked scornfully at her handmaiden. Aida wept in her father's arms as the triumphant Egyptian princess held Radameus' hand. led him to the palace.